With the insiders Chris Johnston, Pierre LeBrun, and Darren Dreger just under a month into the NHL regular season, and there's a key milestone that means some NHL teams have some big decisions to make, CJ.
Yeah, that would be the 10-game hurdle, which if you're a teenage player in the NHL and you can be sent back to junior, it's an important one to get across. That's officially when the entry-level contract kicks in. And for teams, it is a decision that has to come, and it isn't taken lightly. Take the Pittsburgh Penguins, for example. They're not afraid to do this. They've done it with Ben Kindle already, but they have Harrison Brunick, who at this point is at 9 games. And I can tell you as of Tuesday, there's still some internal discussion about what's next for him. Nothing has been decided yet. You see also Michael Misa in San Jose, Berkeley Catton with the Seattle Kraken. Those players are approaching that 10-game marker. And so for them, these are a critical couple days because you're being evaluated on each and every game to get there. Should be noted, of course, just because you get there doesn't mean you can't still be sent to junior or the World Junior team. All three of those players will be on Team Canada's radar if they don't last in the NHL.
Big news for Jets fans surrounding their captain on a couple of different fronts, Dregs.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a great boost for the Winnipeg Jets and for the city of Winnipeg to get their captain, Adam Lowry, back into the mix. And it's also been priority for a long, long time by the organization to get Lowry locked up longer term. Now, we know that once Kyle Connor extended with the Winnipeg Jets last month, that the contract focus very quickly shifted over to Adam Lowry. Both the team and the player are super motivated to get something done. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting closer. Having him back on the ice, though, is a big step in that direction.
Pierre, back in September, you poured fuel on the fire of the Sidney Crosby trade rumors when Sid told you he gets why there's all the talk. But has the Pens play now poured water on that fire, at least temporarily, Pierre?
Well, it sure has quieted down, and that was always the plan. And in chatting with Kyle Dubas in a piece I have coming out Wednesday in The Athletic, you know, he says that he has had very clear communication since the end of last season with Crosby, with his agent Pat Brisson, about what the plan was here moving forward. And that plan has both a long-term view, which is to continue to make this team younger in a transition of the roster and overhaul, but also to be more competitive this year so that Sidney Crosby's last few years on his contract are played in an environment where they're playing in the mix, where they're competitive, where they have a chance. And so far this year, that's exactly what's happened. And as Crosby himself said in September, he gets why there's white noise after they missed the playoff 3 straight years. The opening month has quieted that noise for now.
On Monday, the Caps announced Pierre-Luc Dubois is going to miss an extended period of time with a lower body injury. Where do they look to fill that hole, Dregs?
Yeah, obviously there's no quick fix for a loss like this, and I know Pierre-Luc Dubois is going through the second opinion process to make sure that his recovery path is headed in the right direction. It's believed that he's not going to be out the entire season, but as the Caps have acknowledged, he is going to miss a significant amount of time. The Capitals, of course, would explore the trade market, but they need to be careful if moving out current or future assets, being mindful of whenever the post-Alex Ovechkin era begins. So in the meantime, they'll try and fill the hole internally. Connor McMichael is a natural center. He's already been flipped into that role, and I expect that he'll get a real long look by Spencer Carberry down the road as well.
Guys, Matvei Michkov led all rookies in goals last season, but just one so far as we speak right now. What do the Flyers figure happened there, Pierre?
Yeah, what we're hearing is that, you know, Michkov showed up to camp not in good enough shape to start his second NHL season. Obviously, that was disappointing for the organization, but to the player's credit, he is putting all the extra work in right now to get back to where he needs to be. He's working with the Flyers' assistant coaches and trying to get it, and he's been better of late. Now, the fact is, because of where he started the year behind the 8 ball, he wasn't creating the kind of separation on the ice that he's used to. He was prone to turnovers. He was benched at times by head coach Rick Dockett. So disappointment, not the first second-year player to have a bit of a sophomore situation here in his NHL career. The Flyers are confident he'll be fine, but it's certainly disappointing.
Speaking of disappointing, when the Dallas Cowboys make on-field news, we usually go to Cowboy lover Pierre. But this news surrounds the field itself, CJ?
It does. And the NHL made a big splash on Monday Night Football, of all places, announcing the 2027 Stadium Series game at the home of the Cowboys, AT&T Stadium. And what's interesting about this one is, I think as the league goes through more and more outdoor games, it's harder to sort of make them differentiate them, make them stand out. But what's interesting about this one is there's a hope that they could get as many as 100,000 fans for that game. The Dallas Stars set the bar pretty high at the Cotton Bowl in the Winter Classic 2020, 85,000. But there's a chance this gets into six figures and could even threaten the all-time NHL record, which was 105,000 fans at Michigan Stadium in 2014.
That would be pretty cool. They are the insiders, Chris Johnson, Pierre LeBrun, and Darren Dreger.